Okay, welcome back. So now again we discuss about the advantages of spread spectrum. Now crosstalk elimination, you can eliminate the crosstalk, better output with data integrity, reduced effect of multipath fading, better security, reduction in noise, coexistence with other systems, longer operative distances, hard to detect, not easy to demodulate or decode, and difficult to jam the signal. So these are the advantages of the spread spectrum. So today we are going to discuss about the cellular system. This is a new concept of the cellular in the mobile communication. So cellular network is a radio network made of number of radio cells and is served by a fixed transmitter known as cell site or base station. These cells are used to cover different areas in order to provide radio coverage over wide area network with following advantages, right? So in the cellular system, each transmitter, typically called a base station, covers a certain area which is known as the cell, and cell radius can vary from tens of meters in buildings and hundreds of meters in cities up to tens of kilometers in the countryside. The shape of cells are never perfect circles or hexagons, but depend on the environment. That means you can say environment means building or mountain or valley, etc. When weather condition and as another factor, and also you can say sometimes even on system load. Typically systems using this approach are mobile telecommunication systems. Whether a mobile station within the cell around a base station communication with this base station and vice versa. So in a particular cell there is a mobile station which make the link with the base station for which is used for communication within the cell. So that is the advantage. What is the advantage of the cellular system? Now increase the capacity, reduce the power use and better coverage. These are three main advantages, or these three the main features of the cellular system. Clear now? Increase the capacity, that means increase the range of your communication system. Reduce the power use, because this is the main factor. Why? Now reduce the power use means, suppose you want to transmit signals in a wide range, right? Now wide range, so that you use the much energy to throw that signals. But when that range is divided into small cell, or you can say small range, right? Now then what will happen? Now you can use the low power to throw the energy to within that particular cell. Clear? Suppose you mounted one antenna to communicate to all person of the Bhubaneswar. Suppose, and there is only one mobile tower used for communication enter Bhubaneswar city. Then what will happen? Because Bhubaneswar city area is not a small area, so you used much energy to throw the frequency for to access the each corner of the city. Right now, so that is the term of the power use. So if that city is divided into the small range, then each small range having some mobile phones. So now each base station or antenna having a small range, right? Now that means entire city is divided into the small range, and per each small range there is an antenna or there is a base station which is helped to communicate to the person which are placed within that region or within that range. So in that type of architecture, that communication is better than one antenna mounted in all over the city. That is the term of the that is the power use. Suppose you mounted one antenna in entire Bhubaneswar city, what will happen? The persons which are near to antenna, then the lowest energy is required to throw to handle that frequency. But if you want to, the mobile companies want to send the signals to the each corner of the Bhubaneswar city, what will happen? The much energy is required for the antenna to transmit that signals. Next is your better coverage. Right, one antenna mounted in a city is very hard to say that each user get the facility for this communication or get able to make the communication between each other. But when the number of the antennas mounted on a city, that means range is developed, coverage area is also developed. That is the factor. Three factor: increase the capacity, reduce the power use, and the better coverage. Clear? Now come to the cells. The number of the different types of cells are used in your cellular system. First is your on the base of the cells are base station transmitting over small geographic areas that are represented as hexagons, right? So hexagons are used, but remember always you cannot define the range of that hexagon. Sometimes the range that means you cannot say that suppose one city having the 6 hexagon and each hexagon, all 6 hexagon, the radius of all 6 hexagons are same. That is not dependent, because range always dependent upon the environmental changes. That means suppose one hexagon having less number of obstacles, that means high building or hill or mountain, and one hexagon having the much number of the buildings and you can say the hills area, that is fine. So you cannot define that by the range of that hexagon. It depends upon if to fully the environmental situation. Clear now? So after all, the types of cells are there. Then this are the micro cells, so fast cells. Next is your selective cell, right? This is the macro cells. Macro cells, small cells is the macro cells. Selective cell, what is the selective cell? Now in a hexagon, there is the one part is indicated, it is the hexagon. Like the example, the tunnel system. When you are entering a tunnel system, that means your range is the selective range, right now, because you are inside the tunnel. So that means the frequency should communicate in a particular range. That means it's the selective range. Clear? And this is the umbrella cell. Umbrella cell means this is the fully large umbrella cell for high speed traffic, small micro cells for low speed traffic, right? This is the umbrella. That means when the range, suppose the vehicles are present in these small areas, that means the micro cells areas. Then low speed, that means this is the frequencies required, low frequencies required, but the peoples are present in this area, that means the high spread traffic area, there's been high frequencies required. So this is the umbrella cell. Next come to the micro cell, right? Now this is the micro cells. Clear? The micro cells are divided. So this is types of the cells used in your cellular system. First is your macro, where within that cell the mobile system and the your mobile station is present here. And is the macro base station. Macro base station is also there. Selective cell and the umbrella cell. Umbrella cells means is that, and the micro cell. Okay. So that is known as the type of the cells. The entire cellular system is divided into number of the cells. Okay. That cells is used to increase the capacity of the transmitting and minimize the interference, also minimize the power use to transmit the data. So these are the factors. Why you are dividing the entire one city into different cell or small macro cells or micro cells. That is the reason, right? Clear? Okay.